Hey there, everyone. Welcome back for some more Foundation Standard. So as we continue to go through some of the decks that the Foundation Standard format offers, one deck that I actually haven't had a chance to try out yet that I wanted to get to was the Azorius Oculus deck. And actually it did get a couple additions for the Foundation set that have been included in the deck. And those cards are the Unsummon, just a really solid 1 mana bounce spell. One of the original cards for Magic, and it's probably the best bounce spell in Magic for 1 mana. And then we also have 2 copies of Kiora, the Rising Tide. This card actually has a pretty natural fit in this deck due to the fact that when it enters, you can draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So that gives you some card selection. It doesn't put you up a card when you draw, but lets you kind of filter through your cards and what you want to put into your graveyard, which is ideal for putting stuff like the Abhorrent Oculus and Haughty Djinn or any kind of instant or sorcery into your graveyard, or just some random land that you don't need in favor of something that you do need. But also, since you can fill up your graveyard really fast, the Threshold ability comes into play pretty quickly for her. When she attacks, if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you can create a Sign of the Deep legendary 8/8 octopus creature token when she attacks. So it's a pretty nice addition to the deck, and having just that big body of an 8/8 creature being able to attack for you. And so the idea behind the deck, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is the Born Oculus, if you can get it into your graveyard early and then reanimate it with Helping Hand or Recommission, you can get it onto the battlefield pretty quick, and then it starts to spit out disguised creatures that you can turn, or actually disguised cards, but creatures sometimes that you can turn face up. And then we also have the Haughty Djinn, which is a staple to the Mono Blue or Azorius Tempo decks, and this just fits in nicely with this deck with all the instants and sorceries that you have. And then ways to get cards into your graveyard, you've got the Picklock Prankster, a couple copies of those, aside from the Kiora. Founding of the Third Path, really solid saga card that mills cards, lets you cast a sorcery, instant or sorcery for 1 or 2 mana, and then also recast an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard if you pay for the copy. We have stuff like a Moment of Truth and Chart a Course, and then we have cards to get stuff out of your graveyard with Helping Hand and Recommission. And then just some utility cards with Unsummon and Soul Partition to interact against your opponent, 1 copy of Negate, and then 1 copy of Split Up, what actually I've seen ends up being pretty useful, having just 1 copy. It helps you out in a bind if your opponents are breathing down your neck with a bunch of untapped creatures, or if you have to post their attack on your turn to be able to destroy tapped creatures. So it's a pretty solid deck as far as being able to get things out pretty quickly and put your opponents in a pretty tough position. And it's pretty solid in that sense as far as getting big creatures out with those low cost reanimation spells. And then it just rounds out the deck with a bunch of mana fixing and plains and islands, and that's about it. So it's done pretty well on the ladder so far, and I figure we can take it for a spin ourselves and see what kind of wins we can get with it. Okay, looks like we're on the draw. Yeah, we've got some reanimation. We have an Oculus in the hand. We need to find a way to get it into the graveyard, or find a way to put a copy into the graveyard, but I think we can go ahead and keep this. I'm going to go ahead and play the Meticulous Archive, and yeah, just go ahead and put that in the graveyard. Let's see, this is the enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can reveal a non-creature, non-land card from among them. Put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Okay. Under Trap Trainer. Go ahead and take it. Okay, the end of the turn, we're going to go ahead and cast Moment of Truth. Let's see. I'll put that into our hand. Put this in the graveyard. Down at the bottom. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and cast Kiora. That gives us our discard element to discard our Oculus. Discard 2 cards. 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and do an island in the Oculus. Okay. It's in our graveyard. Already have 3 creatures. I'm just gonna go ahead and discard the island. Alright. Go ahead and cast the Founding of the Third Path. And go ahead and cast the Recommission. Get our Oculus. Then we'll do a Helping Hand. Get a Kiora the Rising Tide. Discard the Djinn. I think we might need another land to... Although we don't need one that comes into play tapped, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Ooh, it's pretty good. Oh. Keep that. Ah, bummer. Got our other Oculus. Okay, beating us down pretty good here. $15 in the graveyard. Okay. Do a Helping Hand. Get a Haughty Djinn. I think we'll do that. And then let's go to combat. Get a big blocker out of it. I think go ahead and pass. Gonna kind of need a top deck here. Let's see what they do here. Okay. Soul Partition, the Fear of Isolation. They got the win. Because all I have to do is cast their one of their spells. Yeah, we don't have it. It doesn't matter. Bummer. Okay. Don't really like this hand. Really nothing we can use with the founding of the third path. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan it. It's a little better. We'll keep 6. And let's see. I'll put this at the bottom. Go ahead and chart a course. I'll discard the Djinn. Okay. Go ahead and recommission our Djinn. And then we'll go ahead and pass here. Go ahead and cast Free the Fae. Okay. Well, we have a few targets we can use here. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Put that in the graveyard. Go get our Kiora. Discard 2 cards. Alrighty. Let's see. I think I'll get rid of those 2, because we can do more with the founding of the third path. Actually, let's do it like that. That way we can cast the Picklock Prankster. Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and cast the Free the Fae adventure. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Soul Partition, and then we'll go. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hard cast the Oculus, and we'll get rid of 6 cards here. Pretty much just all land and an enchantment. I'll go ahead and attack here. We'll pass a turn. Keep that Haughty Djinn. You know what? I'm not going to do anything with those. I guess I could block. Actually, I'm going to bounce that back to their hand. Alright. We got the win here. We'll just turn this face up. Then we'll attack for lethal. Nice. That was a good win there. Okay. Oh, wow. That's a nice opening hand. We'll definitely keep this. Play Founding of the Third Path into Chart a Course, into discarding the Oculus to cast Recommission. Of course, it's all going to depend on what our opponent has, but it's a good start. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay. And we'll go ahead and ditch one of those. Now we'll mill ourselves. Okay. Alright. Got all sorts of stuff there. So let's go ahead and cast Recommission, get our Oculus. Yeah, go ahead. Put that face down. With the Chart a Course in the graveyard, next turn we might be able to cast that from the graveyard to discard the Oculus and then bring it back with another Recommission or Helping Hand. Yeah, so that's a land. So that'll be face down for good. That'd come back as a 4/3. Yeah, we have to do the Chart a Course to get the Oculus into the graveyard. That face down. Definitely do that face down. And get that turned face up next turn. That's a bummer. Let's see. Could double block that and get that off the board. I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and pump this up a little bit. We're going to go get that Oculus back. So that'll be a little bigger now. Go ahead and turn that face up. Nice. Just enough for the win. We'll take it. Okay. I think we can work with this. We have the Chart of Course to discard the Abhorrent Oculus. A little bit of interaction with the negate if we need it. And because of the Chart of the Course, we might be able to draw into one of our reanimation spells, so, or at least some interaction. Let's give it a shot. And there's our interaction. Looks like we might need it. They're playing red there. Okay. What kind of reanimator? This might be Rakdos Reanimator. I'll discard the Oculus there. So we still don't have reanimation spell. Two good targets though. Go ahead and cast the Chart of Course. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use that. Go ahead and pass here. We have some digging spells we can use. Oh, that's pretty good. Doesn't do anything until it has its upkeep. Okay. Let's go ahead and soul partition that. Wow. And we'll keep digging. Might go ahead and pass though. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a moment of truth. There we go. Which one do we want? Let's do the recommission. That in the graveyard, that on the bottom. Then we'll bounce their Overlord back. Okay. I think we'll get the Oculus going. And we'll go ahead and pass. And we'll negate that. sure. Yeah, this will make him mad. But can't let that thing get going. Let's go ahead and attack here. And do another moment of truth. Put that in our hand. Do a Haughty Djinn there. Looks like I can only cast one of their cards that's visible right now. Well, that's a good way to clear the board. Some beefy stuff in their graveyard. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack here. Past the prankster. Bummer. See, when that attacks, deals 4 damage. Okay, well, 7 mana going up against 1 mana unsummon. That should do it. Nice. We got them spinning. Okay. Yeah, let's give this a shot here. Okay. Soul partition. We'll hold on to that. That way we can use it to mill. And we'll just go ahead and chart a course. There we go. Let's put her away. Go ahead and pass there. Let's go ahead and soul partition. There we go. Throw that in the graveyard. Okay. Yeah, bummer. We'll have to find a way to get that back. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that in the graveyard. And then, let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack here. Yeah, we'll pass. Sweet. We'll take that win. Okay, so that was the Azorius Oculus deck. Started off a little rough by losing to that Dimir Bounce deck, but we were able to bounce back pretty nicely by getting those 4 straight wins. Really feel bad for that Rakdos Reanimator deck that we just kind of got spinning in circles by bouncing everything they had back to their hand or bouncing it to exile and just kind of trouncing them because they could never get their footing. But that kind of shows the power of the deck, though. You know, you fill up your graveyard with a bunch of instants and sorceries, get your pick of them, bounce their stuff back to their hand with the Unsummon and Soul Partition, and then just deploy Haughty Djinn, Abhorrent Oculus, and Kiora if you're able to, and just go to town and fly over for lethal. And that's pretty much how the deck rolls. So we were able to do that and get some pretty good wins with it. So I was pretty happy with that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the deck. And I'll make sure to leave a link to the deck list in the video description if you want to check it out. Try it out for yourself. I know a lot of people like this deck. They love that Abhorrent Oculus card, how it deploys all those face down creatures for free, which is pretty nice. And then you just flip them if they're creature cards. So pretty cool deck. But anyway, I think that'll do it for today's video. I'll be back again soon with some more Foundation Standard. But until next time, everybody, you all take care. Thanks for watching, and GG's, everybody.